What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? We're back here with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here, man. So yeah, man, we are here, here going over a tier list, that I made, with the newest units on it, and I'm gonna give you guys my top 10 LRs. So first, we're gonna be starting off with the honorable mentions. We're gonna be going over your boy Vegeta and Trunks. So they have fell off, from the top 10, but I think they are easily, around that 11, 12-ish range. So I just wanted to honorably mention them, salute to these boys. Man, they held down the fort for a long time, but with the addition with these units that we have here, power creep just happens. It's just a part of the gotcha scenery, and it's going to continue to happen. We're going to get some more units that's going to probably potentially replace these other units down the line. So who knows how long that's going to take, but it's going to probably happen as long as the game is still going. So, they're not going to just give us other units where, we don't have to do certain things. And, nobody will summon if they're not better than the old units. It is what it is. But yeah, man, honorable mentions, Trunks and Vegeta. Like I said, pretty good unit. You can still use them in a lot of content, but you got to build that defense so they don't be taking no damage. So let's get to number 10. Number 10, man. It's going to be combined. So it's going to be Gogeta Blue and also Vegeta Blue. These two boys, they were pretty dated for a good minute. But then, they got their Easy A and they became a lot better. So I would say it made them top 10 in the game, but still with them, everyone knows these two units still need help. Defensively, they're a very bad liability. They're not the greatest when it comes to their defense, but offensively, they excel at, especially once they transform, where you can get the free dodge, and then they can do 4 to 5 super attacks during damage. Mainly with Gogeta, he's going to be critting, and yeah, man, it's going to be going crazy. So they're still a liability, but if you can get them, some early supers and, get them additionally, they're going to do a lot of damage to the boss, man, where they're going to do like half of the health bar depending on the boss you're fighting. So big ups to them. I'm still a big fan of that Easy A. So I'm glad we got it for them, because a lot of people hate not being able to use them in content, and some people used to take them anyway. And people say, why is Vegeta and Gogeta always dying? Because they're not good for that content. But they became a lot runnable to a lot of content once they got those Easy A's. So yeah, number 10, we're gonna go ahead and subtract these boys. So number 9, we have the Buu Duo Saga units. So of course, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta fighting against Kid Buu. Of course, Spirit Bomb. So this unit, I think, gets a lot of flack, but I think this unit can do a lot of damage. And then of course we have the Spirit Bomb. So me having them, at a good amount, I think mine's, I'm not sure, 69 or maybe 90%, something like that. They perform admirably. You can get them to go in and super attack and avoid taking damage. Man, they can build up defense real crazily. So I think this unit is very good when you're doing like long events. Then you can charge that Spirit Bomb and do those type of things like people always say Omega and some other content. Now you guys know I play JP, so we do have those fights. I know y'all don't have the newest Omega fight yet, but I'm pretty sure y'all on Global will get that eventually. But yeah, man, this guy here, man, is pretty good. Like I said, just charging that up and then, having the Vegeta stand by, that can attack, but the defense is pretty good for the turn, as you charge them through. But yeah, man, that's going to be the number 9 right there. Now we'll go up to number 8. So number 8 here, man, we have Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku. Now this guy, I can say arguably if you want to bring him down to 7 or 6, you probably can, because the units before him are quite similar in power. So with him, his utility is a little different because Oob can negate that damage. Now he can take damage still, but it's very minimal. And then of course, once he go full power, he's gonna dish out a lot of damage. So with him, man, like I said, if I know you guys on global don't have him yet, so make sure you guys don't miss him. It makes the GT team a lot better, and then of course he can fit on a lot of other teams. So this guy, man, I guess I've seen people do no item runs with him, and he was able to do it because they pair him up with the other GT duo people, and he's able to do what he need to do with them. Of course, he's a good linking partner with them as well, and yeah, man, it's not possible without him. So like I said, he could either come down a little bit, depending on what you agree upon. But I'm just gonna put him at 8 right here. It could change at any time. But yeah, man, like I said, him and the people in front of him, I'll go over it in a second. And it's similar roles, except he has Oob guarding, and then of course he has full power. So number 8. So number 7, we have your boy Sorta Cope. I'm just gonna say Sorta Cope just to mess with y'all, but I really did want Trunks to be the best in this celebration. And we got a future Gohan out of nowhere, and Gohan fans are rejoicing and Trunks fans are coping. Now, he's not a bad unit. It's just that he's just not the top dog in this future celebration. Everything's about Trunks. Like, come on now. They even gave this man a spirit bomb sword. Like, I don't know how else crazy fan service you can get for Trunks, in the anime and in the manga. So by him not getting that representation is crazy. Because imagine if he had a domain. But they gave the free to play Trunks a domain that no one's gonna really use. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, this guy can do a lot of damage. If you get the additional supers, he can do a lot of damage. I think, like, for people like me, I'm at 55%. He's going to be RNG based. And, if you have him rainbow or having some dupes, I think additionals is going to go a long way with him. Of course, once he go on standby, he'll be able to guard for that one turn. But yeah, man, he's pretty RNG based, especially if you don't have those additional things. You can't give him gold equips and all the other crazy stuff because you need dupes for that. So that's why I think they tailored this Trunks the way he is, because they want you to get more copies of him in order to get his fullest potential. But at 55%, it's not impressive at all. Like I say, still doable and usable, but not doable. Now, if he was in Sword of Hope from the beginning, no, that's a different story. But you have to wait to get to Sword of Hope, and then you'll be able to, feel a little safe. Not too safe, but a little safe. But nevertheless, like I said, this guy's pretty good. No bad things about him too much on that. But we had the fusions at 10. Then we had the Boo duos at 9. Then we had the full power at 8. So this your boy here is number 7. Yeah. So number 7. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I don't want to make this too long for y'all. All right, man. Here we are with number 6. It's none other than your boy Super Saiyan Blue, Vegito Blue. And yeah, man, he is a good unit. Now I know he got a lot of flack too when he first came out, but a lot of people did not understand how to use this unit. So mainly you do want to build him, defensively. And then of course, once he goes into Vegito, he starts doing a lot of damage, a lot of supers, and start going crazy. The best thing about this Vegito versus the other ones, this one has defensive utility. The tech one does not. And that's why a lot of people who run a Vegito now in their team is going to be using this guy. The green one is normally going to be bench, unless of course you probably bring him to an event where the enemy is AGL, and you can bring him, but mainly you don't want that tech one to take damage. You'll be comfortable with him taking damage when with Goku and Vegeta build up in their regular form. And so, nothing too bad about this unit. But like I said, he is better than Trunks. And, a lot of people I know can't agree with that. It's just that he's not better than the people in front of him. So, like I said, this guy's pretty good, man. Nothing bad about him on the list. I'm gonna stop saying the numbers and I'm gonna go to the tier list towards the end. I'm just gonna go over the characters. So next on the list we have Fusion Zamasu. So of course I say he's interchangeable with the next unit in front of him because both of them do have the domain, but of course he is for villains and the other guy is for whoever his allies is. It doesn't matter who they are, but they also take damage. Now his domain is situational. You got to get to 70% or below or whatever. And then of course his domain, he's invulnerable. He don't take damage at all. So of course when Future Gohan does it, he can still take damage and still get mollywop. But Zamasu, he's immortal. He cannot die when he's in his domain. So I think that is very, very helpful. It's just, of course, to really see this guy shine a little bit more, he needs more villain people to help him. That way, they can be in the content. We got some decent easy A's with the blue AGL Zamasu that turned to merge and then corrupted. And then we just got that purple one. But I think that's going to go up even higher if we can get Rose, LR, or Dokkan Fest, and if they're good, not trash. So it is what it is. But I think you can move him up and down as well because, like I said, the team that he on is just, like I said, they don't like villains. But they did him okay. They did the AGL, EZA, Zamasu pretty good. But yeah, villains, if they just got a lot of synergy, man, it'll be easier probably to meet his domain restriction. So, okay, let's go on to the next one. Like I said, the person who had as his counterpart is Future Gohan. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be looking like, there's 3 other slides up there. So that means Gohan is number 4 on his list. And I would say yes. And that's mainly because the domain is not all that. Now, I know it's the new flashy thing on the block. Everybody's happy to see, oh, he has a domain. I mean, the domain is pretty good and it's strong for what it does, which is why he's high on his list. By him saying you number 4, I think that's a good, pretty argument. Now, same thing with this unit. If you want to bring him as a Masu up to maybe 3 or 2, whatever your list consists of, I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm just going over my opinion of my list. So he's here at number 4. And I think, like I said, the domain is, talked about a lot and people don't understand. Like I just said, you can die in that domain and it doesn't mean anything, which is why the other ladder units that are in front of him outdo him in those survivability moments. But nevertheless, Future Gohan, very great unit. Like I said, best unit in this celebration. And yeah, man, he can do a lot of damage. He can get some additionals in, built into his kit. And, he's going to crit on the active skill. That's something I like about this Gohan. It's not like they saying, hey, you need to run Future Saga. You need to do this and all that. They don't have that condition for this Gohan. And that's what I like about him a lot. Once you get that 5th turn, after he loses that damage reduction, you can go right into using that active skill, get that 20% defense, and you're going to be doing great, with this unit. So Future Gohan, like I said, without no restrictions, I think this guy can be ran on a lot of teams. And yeah, man, it's going to be cool for, hybrids, Future Saga, which he is the 200% lead. It sucks that he's not on Time Travelers, so you can't run him on Time Travelers. But, the main units, as you see down here, like I said, Future Saga, Super Saiyans, Desert Struggle, Raised on Earth, Hybrid Saiyans, Android / Cell Saga, Connected Hope, Transformation Boost, Goku Family, Master and Student Bond, Parent and Bond and Child, and Trusted Will. And of course, you see his linking partners down here. So I know a lot of people, they want to use him with hybrids. They're going to be running him aside this LR AGL Gohan. But yeah, man, another Gohan, for the Gohan fans. And yeah, he's a future Gohan. So we're already anticipating on getting hopefully a fully playable Beast Gohan one day. But this guy right here is going to have to hold the Gohan fans until the real Beast Gohan comes out. So that's just where we're going to be at with that on this list. Let's go ahead and go on to the next one. Like I said, I don't want to draw this video out too much. Number 3 here. And this guy can go up or down depending on how you view it. I had to put the GT Duo here, man. A lot of people trying to make them go down. But, man, I've seen people only able to clear certain content, especially item running and, Red Zone. People always mention Goku Black, Dismal Future. And I've seen, who was that? Minato's Flash video. When he did it, he had the GT Duo and he had Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku, and Oob ended up saving him, and of course getting the revive as well. That revive with the Spirit Bomb does a lot. Even if they just go into standby into this Vegeta standby, this man standby is ridiculous. Like, if you guys see this, raise super class allies attack by 40% for that turn. So if you are able to dish out a lot of damage in the beginning with, let's say, the Vegetos, get like 5 worth super attacks in, even hit somebody with Trunks or something with a major attack, and then one of them dies, there you go, the Spirit Bomb. Then you get all your health back. So it's like you run into the risk of getting an attack boost, but you don't care about if someone dies. And that's the main thing about this. A lot of people don't understand. You have a very, very powerful character that has damage reduction. They can get hit early if they get caught on some super attack stuff. But once they build up, man, have that damage reduction, they're going to be hard to get killed, man. Then you combine that with, okay, this turn I think I might die, so let me go ahead and pop, the standby. Okay, now I don't have to worry about dying. It feels so comfortable not having to worry about that. And that's mainly why the unit after them is ranked so high on this list. So let's go ahead and get to it. Because again, survivability, if you cannot beat the stage and beat the boss, you're just doing damage. It's not going to do anything. And that's why I said the domains doing damage. It's not going to save you from getting hit for 1 million from the boss. Let's go on to the next person. Like I just said, it's the main reason why Orange Piccolo is, as you see on this list, number 2. And that's mainly because, again, survivability. Once he goes into Orange Piccolo mode, we're going to know how giant modes work. Can we do we need to talk about it? You can't be killed. You're in that mode for like 2 to 3 turns, whatever. And, you're just doing, chip damage to the boss as you fight him. So it's like you basically got some free turns to just, get some key, try to get some strong attacks in, and just do damage to the enemy. And then, of course, once you come out of that turn, the enemy is not able to do, things like that. If they super attack and did all that, they're not going to be able to do all that because they already did it to, that other form. And then you can just finish the boss off if Piccolo didn't already do it. You've seen people do crazy runs with Piccolo with Cybermens and other crazy units that just don't belong there, because Piccolo is able to negate that and say, hey man, all 3 slots are Piccolos. So like I said, that survivability is why he's up there. And of course his defensive capability, even pre-transformation, Piccolo defense is very, very good. So he can build defense very well throughout the fight. Then of course he would be there long enough to become Orange Piccolo if he need to be. So that's why he's number 2 on this list. And a lot of people agree with Piccolo being high. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. Now I know a lot of people are not happy. Some people are with LR Bulma here. Now Bulma is ranked number 1 for a reason. And it's not just because how much damage she do. Her damage, she can do damage, and she's able to do what she need to do there. But it's the crazy support that she's doing is why she's number one. So if we look at the passive skill here, man, Ki +3 and guards all attacks for 7 turns from the start of turn. Just that one liner there is crazy. She's gonna be guarding for 7 turns, Ki +3. Then we got Ki +4 to attack defense 177%. Randomly changes Ki spears certain type strength excluded to rainbow Ki spears. So we got a orb changer there. Damage received -7% at start of each turn, up to 77%. So damage reduction. We got some additional plus things in there. We got all allies Ki +3 in attack. Defense must throw itself excluded for 2 turns with 5 or more. So you want to make sure you get that 5 or more Ki spears obtained. That comes in clutch. And then, launches an additional super attack with 7 or more Ki spears obtained. So getting more super attacks with Bulma will increase her survivability as well. And mainly, you don't run Bulma in slot 1 or slot 2. You normally put her in slot 3 and you float her off that way. And, mine's at, 55%. And I don't really have a lot of moments I can say, well, we lost because of Bulma. No, it's the other units. And she does her job to try to keep the other units alive. Then of course we have this towards the end, her active skill, change all Ki spears to strength. To strength, Ki spears, all allies Ki +7, attack and defense +17%. All attack effect against all types for 1 turn. So that means everybody for that 1 turn, no matter what their typing is, it's gonna be all effective for that 1 turn. And you mostly got all your health back if she's first, if you want to do it. Or you can just give all the Ki spears to whoever's attacking first, who's going to do some crazy damage. So yeah, man, Bulma is up here on that list. Now I can see if you put Piccolo above her, or if you want to, switch her around with the GT duo. I think probably that's the only reason, you can do that. I know they're both red, or strength, if you want to just say that. I know a lot of people may not want to run 2 reds on their team. So most people probably bring the GT duo and not bring Bulma, or they're going to bring Bulma and not bring the GT duo. So I think, they're interchangeable. So 1, 2, 3, you can, change them around the way you want to. But let me know in the comments, man. Like I said, what you guys' tier list is, and, who you use and what you have seen throughout that. But like I said, this is the list I had up. So this is a list that I had. I didn't have like a 1 through 10 type of thing, but you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both of them come in 9. This is 10. And of course, like I said, Trunks and Vegeta was a honorable mention. So yeah, man, like I said, I don't think this list is bad. I've seen one or the other or one of the same on this list. It just maybe with some minor changes. And I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this list. And I'm not going over nobody at the bottom. I know some people may like them. They may be their favorite character, but this was just a pre-made list that was already here. But if you guys like these type of videos, I can probably do a, TUR list, or, some other type of list. I'm thinking about doing the BGM list. Let me guys know in the comments if you want to see that. Because, man, I listen to so much Dokkan OSTs. It's ridiculous. And, I love them. They're doing a good job. Good job, Dokkan team, with those OSTs. So if y'all want to see that list, man, make sure you hit that like button, man. Get this to maybe 100 or 1,000. We could probably make that video happen. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments who's on your list, who's your 1 through 10. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.